In the course of past 1 week, we have got glimpses of 3 new coupe SUVs which are due to launch in India pretty soon, and these will be the Tata Motors Curvv and Curvv.ev and the Citroen Basalt. All 3 of these SUVs are expected to be more affordable but stylish offerings and alternatives in these brands' existing lineups. Now this is nothing necessarily new because coupe SUVs have been a thing for a while, but restricted to the luxury segment, such as with the likes of the OG BMW X6 and the more recently launched GLE and GLC coupe SUVs. However, now that we will have much easier access to this body style, I think it is the right time to discuss the pros and cons of this coupe SUV design philosophy, so stay tuned as I list out the highlights for you. Up till now, the saga of coupe SUVs was considered to be an indulgence of the rich folk, who could afford to buy something that looked weird and was impractical as well. However, aspiration and the Indian customer seem to have a fatal attraction towards each other, as we have already seen with the growing popularity of panoramic sunroofs in a country that is known to get extremely hot during the summertime. Anyways, coming back to the Curvv and the Basalt coupe SUVs, it will be interesting to see if the brands will manage to create enough hype for these new models and if the car buyers would really fall for it. Because it does not take a genius to see the obvious shortcomings of this design philosophy when compared to the traditional SUV. The first con will obviously be the really low headroom in these coupe SUVs. Now, while the traditional C3 Aircross has ample of headroom, the closest sister to the Curvv, which is the Nexon, already has a sloping roofline and a really low angle of ingress and outgress. While reports suggest that the Curvv's platform is not exactly that of the Nexon and has some upgrades and modifications to it to open up more space inside the cabin, the teaser videos make it really clear that these two models will have compromised headroom when compared to the traditional SUV models. Next is compromised boot space, because storage space is one of the key factors that drives a customer into the showroom to buy an SUV. A coupe SUV does not conform to that logic because it is designed to be more attractive looking, and that sloping roofline removes the advantage of having empty space between the C and D pillars that we get in a traditional SUV. So once again, that would make buyers looking for practicality steer clear away from these new products. Now third is the performance factor. In luxury coupe SUVs, the weird and unconventional design of these cars is supported by sports coupe-like performance while retaining the benefits of an SUV such as ground clearance. However, these new upcoming products are aimed at the more affordable end of the spectrum and will likely feature existing engine options of their sister vehicles such as the Nexon and the Citroen C3 Aircross. While these existing SUV models have pretty adequately performing engine options, the performance of these engines is far from exhilarating. So, at the face of it, this fresh crop of coupe SUVs can be expected to have adequate performance and good looks as well. And I think that they might even find a decent number of buyers due to the fatal attraction towards impractical aspirations that I mentioned earlier in this video. However, I think that the purchasing decision will come down to one factor between these 3 coupe SUVs, mainly between the Tatas and the Citroen options, and that is the tech and features. And if I were a betting man, then I would wager that the Tata Motors offerings would beat the Citroen offering in this manner, because be it 360-degree camera, front ventilated seats, or even the option of going fully electric, on the spec sheet the Tata Motors offerings have already beaten the Citroen even before the launch. What are your thoughts on this fresh crop of upcoming 3 coupe SUVs? Let us know in the comment section below. Like always, do not forget to like, share and subscribe to our channel for more such content, and also press on that bell icon to get instant notifications on all our content.